Hi everyone, this is Anastas617. This is my first room review video, also my first video in general. Not the greatest quality, I will admit that. I thought about doing a voiceover to get rid of all the pauses and all that, but I figured I'd upload it so I have something to refer to as the first time I did a video. I never had the confidence to do any of these, but Hog and 2 Cent, who are some great travel vloggers, really lovely couple. I'm glad I found them, or I should say I'm glad Matt Bridger mentioned them, which caused me to start following them. So you should too. But I'll let you take a look at the video, and then I'll come back and just go over some stuff that I kind of may have missed during my original taping. Thanks. Good day, everyone. This is a hotel room review for the California Hotel and Casino. This is just a standard 2 double bed room. I would have preferred a king. However, I arrived at 10 a.m. and to my surprise they let me check into this room. If I had wanted, I could have waited for the king, but I really needed sleep when I got here. So I just checked in, but the room itself is very nice. It is small. Aside from the Golden Gate, this is the smallest room I've ever been in Las Vegas. It is updated though. It is a nice looking room. Nice big TV. This is my 3rd day here, and this is the first time I've ever actually had the TV on, but if you do watch TV in your room, it's a fairly decent one. We got the safe, and a fridge, an empty fridge, not a snack bar fridge. So this is the first time I think I've ever actually used a fridge for my own personal stuff in a room, and it actually, is pretty convenient. I can see why a lot of people really want them. I usually don't use them, but I did buy a couple of beers to keep in there, although they've been there for 2 days, so that may have been a waste. But like I said, everything is fairly updated. It's very clean, very nice design, kind of a modern look to it. Plenty of storage space. Your ironing board. Got your hangers and all that. I tend to just live out of my bags, so I won't show you my pile of stuff down there. A couple of negatives about this room, and again, they let me check in super early without any fee, so I'm not complaining, but this is the terrible, dreaded air conditioning unit view. In addition, this room, room 620, is directly to the right of the elevators. It's not near the elevator where you can hear it, but it is, the first rooms from the elevators, and it happens to be right next to the utility room, or the maid's room, where they store all their stuff. So there is noticeable noise very frequently. I'm a heavy sleeper. Usually doesn't bother me, but I do definitely notice it when I'm awake. So just one thing to keep in mind. Also, this room is not in the tower that the fitness center and the pool are in. I generally don't use the pools very much, but if I was going to, now that I realize, I would request the other tower, just because I don't fancy walking through a casino in my swim trunks. So very simple, like I said. Bathrooms got everything you really need. Small, shower, toilet area. But you can close the door. It's fairly, comfortable once it's not like some of them where it's a real pain when you're in there. The shower is nice and updated. It's got one of those removable shower heads, which is always kind of nice. Not the best shower water pressure. It's a little pressure's a little lower than I prefer, but it gets the job done. I stupidly thought this was one of those half walls that are kind of becoming more popular. But halfway through my first shower, I then realized that these actually do move. So I did not end up making a mess of the shower, but all things considered, I think this is a very nice room. I am here 2 nights comped. 1 night I paid for, but it was really, I can't even remember the rate that I paid, but it was like it was $28 and change, including the resort fee. So pretty good deal. It's the first time I ever had comp offers from California. I haven't played here very often. But I definitely recommend it. I do like the Boyd properties a lot. I'm kind of torn. I think I like Main Street Station better as far as the casino goes, but I like this place too. I definitely like the rooms a whole lot better, so I would have no problem staying here again, and I probably will. Have a good one, and this was my first ever review video, so I know it's a little rough, but I appreciate it if you did watch it.
So I just wanted to go over a couple things I glossed over there. I actually ended up staying for 4 nights. Long story short, I arrived early in the morning, slept the entire day into the evening, and threw off my whole kind of schedule there. By the time I got to my last night, because I was taking a red-eye flight home, I'm like, I don't want to get up at 11 a.m. to check out. So I went to the desk, got another night. They gave me the same rate. So I had told you I got 2 nights comped, and I paid for a third night. The third night was actually $25 plus resort fee, and I got the same rate for my 4th night. But it does look like they waived my resort fee for 1 of the nights. So it ended up all being said after taxes, fees, $75 out of pocket for 4 nights. I was very happy with the Cal. I would definitely stay there again. I'm not much of a restaurant person when I go to Vegas, so I did go to the Garden Market Cafe, whatever their cafe is called there. It's what can be expected. Very reasonable prices, though. The best thing about it, I mean, none of the food was bad. They do have kind of a breakfast buffet set up as well, only like $7.50. So while not quite a full full buffet like they would have over at Main Street Station, which I've gone to on a number of occasions, but it does kind of fulfill that sort of thing if you're looking for a buffet. Anyway, I did take a walk over to the pool just to check it out. Small pool area. There were only like 3 people there. I don't think they are really a pool draw. Even with 3 different hotels use that pool. So it was also 112 degrees. No one wants to sit outside for that, even if there's a pool around. So not very impressive. Fitness center, it was small, but got the job done. There were more people in the fitness center than at the pool when I went and looked. That was probably about like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something along that. Just the whole place seemed very clean. I know I mentioned that in the video walkthrough. So they do a real good job upkeeping it. I contrast that to, say, like the Flamingo. Like when I go in that casino, I just feel dirty. And I don't know, this place seemed very clean, very bright. You know, it's not the coolest looking casino inside. They do have some double deck pitch blackjack that pays 3 to 2, so that's what I was mostly playing there. Played a few slots. This was a super low rolling trip for me because I'm going for, God help me, I'm going for 8 nights in August. So this was just kind of a bonus trip, so I stuck to $5 tables and very few slots. The only thing I missed in the room, and this is probably because it was a compact room, was they didn't have like a lounge chair or something that I could just sit, kick back, and read for a while. I mean, they did have a desk with a desk chair, but it's not the same. That's really the only thing I missed. Towards the beginning of the video, when I was showing the TV, I think you could hear some sounds in the background. Those were the sounds I was talking about with the maid room being right next to my room. And that was like constant, like during daytime. You would hear that quite often. But I would definitely not hesitate to go back there. At that point, I even had said I think I like Main Street's casino better. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, they're both good, but you know, very happy with it. And again, thank you for watching. I've never done one of these before, but I'm staying at 3 different hotels in August, and so I'm hoping to do some more stuff. I'm staying at the Tuscany. I'm staying at the Plaza, which I've stayed at before, and I'm staying at Downtown Grand, which I've also stayed at before. Downtown Grand happens to be my favorite hotel downtown. I've only stayed there once, but I like the whole place of it. So I'm hoping to do those. I've also got a trip coming up to Playa del Carmen in October at an all-inclusive, which I'm hoping to do some stuff there. And I'm going to Thailand, Bangkok and Pattaya. I apologize. I know the way to pronounce that is tricky for us Americans. So I'm hoping to do some stuff there as well. So once again, this kind of dragged out a little bit. I'm going to see if I know how to edit at all, and hopefully we'll put it out. But again, thank you for the encouragement, Hog 2 Cent. They just seem like great people, and I'm just happy to be watching them. I've also got some other people that I love to watch, but I'm sure I'll recognize them in the course of other videos. This was more just an introduction and my first room video, so I look to do a lot more on my next trip. All right, have a good night.